What up, y'all? It's your man Wayne Train, back with another joint. It saddens me. It saddens me. I never thought I'd be the one to do this, these kind of videos. I never thought I'd be the one, but sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to be honest with yourself. Sometimes you just got to just keep it real with the people. That's why today I'm talking about why I am returning my Google Pixel 6. Let's get it. As you just heard, it saddens me to say that the Google Pixel 6 will have to be on its way out. I actually did run into an issue that I just wasn't sure what to do about. So I actually talked to a couple other people that had the Pixel 6. They told me that they weren't really having that issue. So I decided to go ahead and take matters into my own hands, did some research, went out, looked around, and I came down to this conclusion that I gotta return my Pixel 6. Now, that was before I found out some more information after doing my little research and my little digging that maybe this is something that's not necessarily an issue, but more so a little bit of lack of optimization with the hardware from Google. So like I said, I was fully ready. I'm fully ready, to return my Pixel 6 because I thought it had a hardware defect. Coming to find out after doing some research, I think this is something that's probably going to be plaguing a lot of people's devices. I don't know if you actually can see it. Maybe my eyes are just really sensitive to it. So this is my original Pixel 6. The issue that I've been having is actually a little bit of screen flickering now. It isn't the same flickering that a lot of people were saying. Apparently that was like when the screen was off. I don't really know how that could happen, but what I'm talking about is more of a slight color shift when you switch from 60 hertz to 90 hertz. Now, this could be something that is completely normal and I have no idea. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, or maybe I'm just seeing things, but I went to developer options and I went to switch on show the refresh rate just so I can see exactly what's going on. Come to find out, after tapping it, I was like, yo, whenever you tap on the screen and it jumps up to 90 hertz, the light kind of flickers or changes into I think it's a little bit darker than when it's on 60 hertz. So if you tap it, bam, jumps up to 90 hertz, screen gets a tad bit darker. When it goes back down to 60 hertz, it kind of goes back to the original color of the screen. Now, again, I asked a couple other people, some people said that theirs wasn't having it. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not going to say anybody was wrong, whatever. Only reason why I'm reserving judgment on my own device anyway is because I went out and bought another one. So here's the second Pixel 6 that I bought, and it's the exact same thing. When you tap at 60 hertz and it jumps up to 90 hertz, it kind of shifts in color. So maybe I just got the worst luck in the world. So I didn't want to stop there. I went ahead and looked around at some other display units at other stores, went to the T-Mobile store, checked theirs out, exact same thing. So ultimately, I'm just thinking, okay, this is probably a hardware thing that can't really be fixed, or maybe it can be fixed if we just kind of raise the awareness. So Google, this is my awareness. There's a little bit of a shift from color between the two. We can go from 60 to 90. Now, I don't know what they can do. Maybe they can kind of just smooth that out a little bit. Maybe they can do something, I don't know, to fake it with software. It's just kind of an abrupt change from 60 to 90. You can see the change in the display. Now, I don't really think this is going to be something that's going to be detrimental down the line. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it. This is something that if it were to get bad, hopefully it gets bad soon under the warranty and I'll be able to get a new one anyway. But other than that, I'm not gonna, spend any more money trying to wait for a new device, search around. That's too much of a hassle. So what I ended up doing is there is a fix. The fix that I figured out is to either keep it forced at 60 hertz, so taking off the adaptive display, jumping up from 60 to 90, or forcing 90 hertz on all the way in developer options. So I chose the latter. We're gonna go ahead and keep 90 hertz on all the time, just to kind of avoid that little flicker effect or whatever, and keep it moving. And that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Now, I would urge you guys to kind of check that out just to see exactly if that's something that you can see. It's a real faint change in color. Sometimes it can be caught on camera and shown. It may look a little worse. Like I remember I did show my guy Barry Johnson. He said he wasn't able to see that on camera. I meant to say that it when you see it on camera, because I kind of was peeping it myself. It doesn't look that abrupt in real life. It may look a little worse through camera, but like in real life, I can still notice it a little bit. And again, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll just go ahead and live with it, especially since I'm gonna go ahead and just keep 90 hertz on, and I won't ever see it anyway. So, and even if you do decide to just keep adaptive on, when I was using it day to day, it was really hard to notice it. I just knew in my head that it was there, so I was always trying to look for it. Now I'm putting this out there. Hopefully somebody sees this. Maybe you can kind of fix this with software. I don't know, but just, this is what happens when you review a device. You find some of these little tiny flaws. We're trying to make these things perfect, man. Like as reviewers, as people that, even for me, like I'm not the best reviewer. Admittedly so. I don't really go into detail the way a lot of people do. But when it's quality stuff like that, hardware things, I can peep it. That's my best bet. I'm not the best at some of these other software things, some of these other bugs that a lot of people can find. For myself, a lot of bugs I usually just deal with and just keep it moving. But something like this just is a little annoying, and I can see it, and it is, I don't know. I just got to make a video about it. I'm not getting rid of my Pixel 6, so I apologize if y'all feel like y'all was clickbaited, but you weren't, because I was actually gonna return this thing, and I actually did have my replacement unit right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and return the replacement one and keep the one, my original joint, because it's the exact same thing that's going on here. So anyway, man, that's all I got in this video. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you guys can kind of see that issue with your phone. If not, or even in the pros, because this is just the 6. I can't imagine this being in the pro because they have an entirely different display. It's the LTPO panels, and so I don't know if that's gonna happen there. But anyway, hit me up in them comments. I'd like to see what y'all talking about. Get that engagement up. I would appreciate it. Hit the like for sure. Hit the share button so Google can peep this and kind of get these fixes going. Come on, man. We gotta get these fixes, man. Get this device to be exactly where it needs to be, near the top or at the top with the best of them. Let's get it. So it's your man. I'm out.